Hey guys, Andrea Harris here, your Mississippi medicine woman and educator of most things. Just wanted to pop in and kind of give my insight on how I passed the Georgia State exam for P&C insurance. So it was, I was always told that it was going to be a very difficult task. I chose P&C simply because it is something that is mandated in Georgia. So not only was it a need, it would be a little bit easier to sell, and it wasn't anything that I would really have to push. My goal was just to make sure that people had what they needed in the budget that they needed. So that was, and of course, additional income. And that was the reason for me choosing P&C. Georgia, of course, that's where I live. But basically what I did was I was referred to Exam FX simply because it was during COVID. In-person trainings were limited to none. And after doing research, even though it was referred, I did research, and Exam FX seemed the most reasonable, not only for my time, but also for my budget. The package that I chose was it was the most expensive package. However, it did provide a wealth of resources from flashcards of the definitions needed. There were live sessions that you could sign up for. It wasn't necessary. I didn't have any problems finding a date. It seemed to be limitless number of classes where there was a live instructor. You were able to answer questions and go through the exam book. What I did was I printed all my information out and made a binder for it. It seemed to be much easier that way to follow through even the live courses. I did do 2 live courses, but the reason I decided to pop in and do this video is because I think after I did everything, I think I kind of did it backwards. So let me just say this, the P&C binder or the P&C information that's provided for you by Exam FX is super thorough. Not only do they provide printouts for you to print, to have and print and have in your possession, but there are also, of course, classes or modules that you have to complete or that you complete in order to get your pre-licensing certification to show that you did do the amount of classroom or academic hours for the license. So there are also places on Exam FX where you are able to take quizzes and exams to see where you are, what you need to study. I said all of that to say this: do the exams first. I know it seems crazy, it's like, but I don't know anything. Some of the information you will already know, especially if you've ever purchased property insurance or any automobile insurance. It will definitely be some information in terms that you're already familiar with, simply because you have gone through the purchasing process. So take the test first. Take the exams first, see what you miss, and then go back and study that information. Because I'm telling you, the information is so thorough and so detailed that it becomes extremely overwhelming. So for each particular module, my suggestion and the way that I ended up doing it was I took the test first and then went back and studied. Originally, remember I said I kind of did it backwards. Well, I purchased Exam FX, my actual classes, in September. I didn't take my exam until December. I actually didn't feel like I was learning and retaining the information until like the middle of November. So that's when I started taking the test first and then going back to look at the information that I missed and studying the information that I missed. So had I done that first, I could have taken the test in October, would have had my license by December, and would have now been able to sell insurance and be a practicing insurance agent. But I'm still waiting on my license because I took the exam in December, holidays, COVID, etc. So I'm still awaiting my license, but yet I did pass the exam. So my suggestion again to you is to take the exams first or the quizzes first, and then those things that you miss, you go back, You study those items, take the test again. And I definitely would say maybe after the second or third time taking the exam, because again, there are quizzes at the modules and there are large exams. Now, how you want to take those exams, or whether you take the large exam or whether you take the exam, the quizzes at the end of each module, that would be up to you and your comfort level of exam taking and retaining information, etc. But definitely do that model, exams first and then information. At least that's what helped me, because I was able to understand what I knew already prior to and then what I needed to know, instead of trying to just retain all of this information. I do suggest that you do go to one of the live courses. It is an all-day course, but you're able to really ask questions. If you're not getting clarity on your self-study, you're able to ask the instructor questions via the chat box. And my instructor was amazing. He was very thorough. He had been an insurance agent for over 20 years, and so he had a wealth of knowledge to provide for us and great explanations. So if you want any additional information or me to go into more detail, even view my notes and view my binder, please, we can do for sure a virtual meetup. Please let me know. I will drop all of my information and contact in the video description box. So just let me know, and good luck. You've got this.